studio local musicians. Stay tuned and we'll be right back with Speak Studio. Hello everyone, Maribel from SLO TV, and today we are here in SLO at the Speak Studios with the founder and the owner, Vince and Dan Cimo. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Great.
Really good. How are you?
Beautiful day.
Good, thank you. Good, yes, I know. Well, thank you for having us first off.
Of course.
So now I'm going to ask you guys this question. Tell me, how did Speak Studios start?
I've been kind of obsessed with studio equipment and just recording music since I was about 17, which is like 11 years ago. And slowly but surely I've been collecting gear and have had this idea to have a community-based music studio for like the past 5 or 6 years. And this is kind of like the second iteration where now we have a community of people who are also kind of like on board with the idea and have, you know, just helped with building it up. And I stumbled upon this spot, and this was like a big storage unit that was just filled with a bunch of garbage, and had an agreement with the landlord to kind of clean it out and make it look nice in here. And you know, it just worked out. We're in a great location and we've done some soundproofing and just solid spot now.
It's a very cool studio.
Thanks.
Now, what could you guys offer as far as with the community?
Well, Speak Studios is a recording studio co-op, so our goal is to provide affordable recording to as many people as we can, and also provide a spot for musicians in the community to come and kind of like group together and collaborate on recording and getting their music out there. So
Cool. Now, do you guys require to have somebody come here? Do you guys teach? Do we have to bring our own equipment? How does that work?
So we basically have a membership where if you're kind of an engineer who's done some stuff in the past, or if you're just learning, you can come in and we offer like a basic training class, and then that person can then attend some of the sessions that we run with kind of a more like elite administrative community. And then eventually when they kind of get familiar with all the gear and kind of know how to like work things, then they can rent the studio for like an hourly fee and run it as their own engineer. And then we have, you know, just like a checklist of requirements when you're shutting things down and whatnot. But we try and get people in here who are musicians and engineers and interested in this, and teach them things and get them to a point where they can kind of run things themselves.
That's really neat. Okay, so Dan, let me ask you this. What types of bands do come here for recording?
well, we've been trying to kind of get as many local musicians as possible. So a lot of local bands like Proxima Parada recorded their album here. The Earth Tones is about to come out with an album that's all analog, and they're gonna press vinyl. And the Monroe have recorded here. Who else? Chunk is a local funk band.
The Collins brothers.
Yeah, some
jazz
local
stuff.
jazz musicians, Sean and Josh Collins.
The William H. Klink recorded an album here.
And then myself and Vince have just been continuously working on our own projects, just kind of like while we want to record bands, we also want to have this kind of like collaborative nature where all the administrative members can kind of come together and work together on musical projects that aren't really part of a specific band, but it's just a group of people coming together and working. So that's kind of
more or
what
less.
we've done.
Yeah.
Now, Vince, do you have any future events that we should be looking forward to?
So we have a website that we've been working on where we're going to try and release all these singles, because like Dan was saying, there's a lot of music that's being made here that doesn't necessarily fall under like a single band's name. So every week or so we're going to try and make a video and have a single that we're releasing that'll be on like the front page of our website, and then there's like a music player on our site as well. So we're going to try and get a mailing list of people who like we send a download link to every time we release a track, and then have everyone like blast it on Facebook and stuff. So just like continuously release music. And on top of that, we're going to start to try and throw like local music showcases, because we're like in contact with all these different bands here that are recording their albums and like, you know, have just come in and out. So we're like pretty in touch with the local music scene. It'd be good. There's not a really good venue for local musicians to like really showcase their work.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and help facilitate that. And then other than that, we're going to have an open house party here like in a month or something, but
I'm invited.
Yeah, you're invited for
Cool.
sure.
Okay. So now with all that said, how far in advance should we book a spot here?
The sooner you can let us know, the better. Our calendar is like changing every week, so we meet. There's 10 people who are like running the studio, and we meet every week to kind of book time for our own musical projects. And then on top of that, other bands will just call a month in advance or however, they whatever works for them to book a couple days where they're going to start like tracking for their album or something. So it's kind of just as soon as you know for sure that you want a day, the sooner the better, because then we'll have it open.
Okay, so boys, how can we find Speak Studios?
The best way to kind of see what we're about is go to our website, which is speakstudioscoop.com. If you want to give us a call and you're interested in just running a standard session or the membership that we offer, our phone number is 805-234-8357. We also have a Facebook and just Speak Studios on Facebook, and also Instagram, which is also Speak Studios on Instagram.
There you go, folks. You heard it from Vince and Dan. Live, love, and play music. SLO TV is outro. Check us out at www.slotv.net. And this show is produced by Miranda Marketing Labs at www.mirandamarketinglabs.com.